Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Unboxing the Vinyl. I'm your host, Tim Bianconi. If you would go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below, that would be appreciated. If you could also hit that notification bell so you could be notified when we release new content, that would be appreciated also. So this time we're going to open up a record by a band that I've been listening to off and on for the last 30-something years, and that would be King's X. So the album I'm going to open up is their third record, Faith, Hope, and Love, that was released in 1990. Now, this edition, I went to order it off Amazon, and according to Amazon, this particular edition was supposed to be released last Friday, which was January 14th of 2022. So I ordered it, and everything. I got it on Sunday, and then by the time I looked at it again on Amazon, it said this edition had originally been released in 2015. So I'm not sure if I've got a 2015 edition or a 2022 edition, or if last Friday was just when they put out more copies of this. I have no idea. But again, we're talking about King's X and their third album, Faith, Hope, and Love. It was released on October 23rd, 1990. It was released on Megaforce with distribution by Atlantic. It was produced by Sam Taylor and the band. On Billboard, it reached as high as number 85, and according to the Record Industry Association of America, has not been certified gold or platinum or anything else. Now, I thought I recalled maybe 15, 20 years ago seeing that this particular album had been certified gold, so I don't know if it had been at some point and then it's uncertified, or if it's just never been certified at all and I was just seeing shit 15, 20 years ago. Who knows? The way I was living back then, there's no telling. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this album. All right, so here's the trusty box that Amazon sent everything in. So hopefully it's nicely protected. I'm gonna go ahead and rip this thing open. Well, maybe. Oh my goodness, this thing's making a mess. Oof. All right, there we go. Faith, Hope, Love by King's X. So there's the front cover, still in the shrink wrap here. Here's the back cover. And this feels pretty beefy, which tells me, it should have a pretty nice gatefold. And I'm really hoping that's part of the cover right there. I think it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and take a look and see what's inside this vinyl. All right. So like I said, I've been listening to this band for, 30 years. I've seen them. I saw them in 1994 in concert, opening for Motley Crue. So I have a lot of history with this band. But I've always loved this album, and I'm super stoked to finally have this on vinyl. So there we go. Without the shrink wrap, Faith, Hope, Love by King's X. With a really, really cool cover that I kind of wish had some texture or something to it, because it looks like it should. Then there's the back cover. All right, so let's take a look here. Like, what am I looking at here? It says, okay, so it says 2015. So this is the 2015 edition. I'm not sure why Amazon said it was coming out last Friday. But anyway, here it is. So if we go ahead and open up the gatefold. All right. So if we open up the gatefold here, on one side, there's the pictures of the band members, as well as some liner notes and things. And then over here on this side, it appears to be the lyrics to the record. So that's kind of cool. They kind of jumble it up together there, but the title, the names of the tracks are in bold, so you can tell when you're going to a different song. All right, so let's go ahead and see what kind of vinyl we're dealing with here. All right, so if we take out the sleeve, just your standard inner sleeve, nothing special there. And if I'm looking at the vinyl, nothing too special about it either. It does feel like 180 gram, very thick. In the center, just a black and white sticker with the Faith, Hope, Love by King's X album cover photo in it with the track listing. It's the same on the other side. All right. And I'm sure the second record is exactly the same, so we won't go through the process of doing all that. Let me just double check and make sure there's not anything else in the record, so I don't have to splice in some other kind of footage or anything in here. All right. So pull out the other record, see? Same deal. And there is nothing else inside the record, so that is everything, So again, King's X, Faith, Hope, Love. All right. So pretty exciting. Maybe not a whole lot to the packaging, but again, I am super stoked to finally have this on vinyl. Because I know original runs of these go for, a pretty penny. So this was about $30 on Amazon, not too bad. So, the reviews are fairly positive. And if I'm not mistaken, I included King's X on a video I did a couple of years ago where I talked about in-between bands. And what I mean by that is during the time kind of in between, towards the end of the hair band era and the beginning of grunge, there were several bands that kind of got caught in the middle. I know some of those were like Saigon Kick, King's X, Faith No More, and a few others. You know, and that's kind of what happened to this band, even though nothing about their music or their look or anything, you know, resembles anything hair band rock. But they did get a lot of airplay on Headbangers Ball during that time, during that transitional period. So I think they just kind of got caught in the middle. But again, review is positive. As far as critics are concerned, this band is a critic's darling. You know, music very, you know, they're a trio, very reminiscent of Rush in that regard. Very progressive. You know, the vocal harmonies are just absolutely amazing, and the musicianship and the songwriting and everything throughout their career has just been, you know, something to behold. So, you know, so in addition to, you know, kind of being stuck in the middle somewhere between like mainstream, you know, and maybe, you know, what became alternative or whatever, they've also got lumped in with Christian rock because of a lot of the religious overtones of not only the album covers but the track listings, and I think, or, you know, track names, excuse me. And a couple of the guys from this band, I think, even tried out to be in Petra back in like 1980 or something like that. So this album actually did also reach number 31 on the Christian album chart, which is kind of neat. The main single from the album is a song called It's Love. It's probably their most well-known song. It did reach number 6 on the mainstream rock chart. And that, again, the video for that got a lot of play on MTV and Headbangers Ball, and that's where I discovered the band. I absolutely loved that song, and then I fell in love with the rest of the album after I got it as well. Other cool tunes on this album, I mean, it starts right off with a song called We Are Finding Who We Are. Cool tune. Goes into It's Love. I'll Never Get Tired of You. Side 2, we've got Mr. Wilson. And then, you know, when we get towards the end of the album, Faith, Hope, Love, which I think, if you can hear it in the background, you know, is an epic 9-minute song. And then it ends with a song called Legal Kill, which to me, it's acoustic and kind of a pretty song. And the vocal harmonies, you know, much like they do throughout the album, really come to life on that last tune on Legal Kill. So, I mean, just really cool album. You know, there's not much more I can say about it. Like I said, because of this album, I've been a fan of this band for over 30 years. Now, a lot of, you know, hardcore King's X fans will probably argue that their first 2 albums, you know, are probably better than Faith, Hope, Love. I haven't spent enough time with those particular albums to really, you know, to really make that judgment. My fanship of this band really exists with this album, the follow-up, which was their self-titled album, King's X, in 91, Dogman in 93, and Ear Candy, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, came out in 1996 or 97. I think 96. And, you know, unfortunately, I know they made several albums after they left Atlantic. I haven't heard any of those. So, you know, I'm not claiming to be the most diehard fan in the world, but I have been a fan of the 4 albums that I'm really, you know, familiar with. You know, I've listened to for over 30 years. I've seen them in concert. I mean, this is just an amazing band that you know, that I think everybody should check out. This is truly, I know this is unboxing the vinyl. I know my branding is kind of all over the place. But this is truly, if there ever was the definition of a lost classic, this album right here is a lost classic, and I think one that everyone should hear. That's all I've got for you today. Again, if you will go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below, hit that notification bell. I've got some other videos on my channel. I've got the rest of my Unboxing the Vinyl series, where we unbox new releases, reissues, new albums, box sets. Sometimes they're CDs. Just depends on what's coming. What special things are coming out. I've got my Inside the Vinyl series, where we talk about lost classics. We also talk about live albums. Some of those are good, some of those are bad, you know, whatever. I have got some concert footage from some festivals. Welcome to Rockville, Exit 111, as well as a Kiss concert, some other things coming down the pike. And I've also got some crappy disc golf videos starring some crappy players, myself included. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace out. There you go, boy.